Perfect. So I want to introduce you guys to our Sunday call, right? Every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to continue to host these calls to be able to connect with the team on a personal level, right? So I want you guys to take a minute to check out a couple topics that I wanted to talk about for today. All right, so let's take a look at what are known as trade lines, right? Or authorized users or AUs, right? So what is a trade line? Trade line is basically a credit card, right? A credit card. So you can actually add somebody to your credit card, make them an authorized user, and be able to benefit their credit profile. If they're having bad credit or no credit, you can actually basically put a trade line that's going to report to the credit bureaus on their behalf good positive payment history, and in fact as much as you've built up on that credit card. So that's going to benefit them in the long run, right? So you can make somebody an authorized user. In the run, you can charge for these authorized users. You can maybe charge $50 a month, $200 a month. There's trade lines going for thousands of dollars a month right now, right? So you can actually sell these authorized users. Not only that, but you can make your children authorized users, which is going to benefit them in the long run, because now they're having a head start when it comes to building their credit. They're going to have an aged profile before they even hit 18, because you can make them an authorized user at the age of 13 minimum. So that's going to be highly beneficial. I wish somebody would have made me an authorized user at the age of 13. I would have had 5 years history. By the time I hit 18, I would have been able to get a brand new car, no money down, straight off the lot from a dealership, from having good credit, right? So not only that, but it could have put me in a situation where I was able to acquire a property using an FHA loan with a low interest rate and be able to put a down payment on that property and acquire it with a good credit score, right? So those are things that you can foresee for your own children and put them in a position to be able to win, right? Based on having an authorized user trade line on their profile. But it all starts from you building your personal credit first to be able to make them an authorized user, have access to trade lines to be able to help them out, right? Not only that, but the information that comes with it. So, you know, with the information that comes with your own personal credit, you can then help somebody else repair. Now, repair is a whole different ball game when it comes to credit, but this is going to be basically a way that you can help somebody else build their own personal credit. Once you're able to learn the ins and outs of your own personal credit, you can kind of guide somebody in the route that they should take to be able to boost their own personal credit scores, right? So this is, all benefits of having good credit or knowledge about what credit is, prior to messing your credit profile up, right? We want to get people's attention before they fall too deep into these traps that really mess up their credit profiles and stop them from getting progress in different areas in their life. So we're trying to help out the population here and make people aware of credit, right? Not only that, but we have the process where we're able to stack. We understand the methods, right? So credit repair. Also, you can MS, right? So what MSing is, basically manufacturing spending. We talked about this in the course. We have an even easier way to do it using daslu.com. But manufacturer spending is useful when you're going to acquire a bonus spend amount from any credit cards that might offer a bonus spend amount. If you spend so much, you get a bonus and cash back. So MSing would come in handy there. It would also come in handy if you were in need of some travel rewards points. So we talk about travel hacking as well, right? So if you were in need of getting some travel points, you can actually acquire those from MSing, right? So we talk about MSing in the course as well. We also talk about real estate, right? That's another benefit of having great credit, is being able to acquire real estate, right? When you have good credit, you're able to acquire real estate at a lower interest rate. So it makes it more beneficial. When it comes to properties that we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, 1 point of an interest rate can be the difference of thousands of dollars for that purchase, right? So somebody that has a better credit score and able to lock in a better interest rate on that same house is going to pay less money than you would pay if you have a low credit score when you go to purchase that house, right? So we want to make people aware of credit because, this is what's going to allow them to purchase houses at a cheaper rate and make home ownership a lot more affordable for that person, right? So that's the importance of being able to have good credit, is being able to purchase real estate, right? When you go to purchase a car as well, they're also going to check your credit, right? So we want to be, aware of what our credit score is, and we want to understand that this is going to be something that they're going to check before we can even get transportation and get back and forth to our jobs, to our medical appointments, to our child's medical appointments, right? So many different things that we would need transportation for. Well, in order to acquire a vehicle, a decent, reliable car, at a decent price, we're most likely going to have to take out a loan, and taking out a loan is going to require us to have a good credit score, because that's what they're going to check in order to see if we're even able to handle a loan, right? So we want to be aware that fixing our credit score is going to help us purchase cars. And once again, it's going to have the same effect as buying real estate. It's going to give us a cheaper interest rate if we have a good credit score, right? So when we buy a car, if we have a good credit score, we're going to pay less for that car with a good credit score than somebody that has a bad credit score would pay for that same exact car, right? So we want to be aware of that. We want to make people aware of that, because that's what's going to provoke them to want to build their credit. We're helping people here, right? Also, you can buy other assets such as vending machines, ATMs, right? All of these different things that you can invest in with your credit to be able to make you money, right? You have 30 days before you have to pay any credit cards back, right? So with that being said, you can take that money and invest in something that's going to bring you a return quicker than that 30 days and profit from it, and still be able to put that money back on the credit card as if you never borrowed it in the first place, right? Not only that, but it's also going to build up your credit score and make it look good to lenders. Oh, he purchased something, he flipped it. Well, they're not going to know that you flipped it, but they're going to know that you purchased something and paid it back off, right? So that's what we want to continue to do with these credit cards, is continue to make transactions where we can take that money and acquire something and make profit from it, and then still pay off that credit card, keeping a good credit profile, right? So there's a lot of things that fit into that category that allows us to do that. One of those things, like I mentioned, was vending machines or ATMs, right? I talk about a lot of these different things in the course, so make sure you guys check it out as you go throughout the course and see some of the things that I even did, right? So you can also do stocks, you can do high yield savings accounts, you can do Forex. These are all different trading platforms. So we talked about cars, now we're talking about trading. So you can do stocks, Forex, etc. So let's say you took the money, you've seen a good trade setup, you took that money, you invested in the trade setup, that trade setup brought you 100x return. You were able to take your profits out, pay off your credit card, and keep the return that you made from that trade, right? So, that is not recommended. I recommend trading at your own risk. Don't use other people's money to trade with. Use with money that you have extra to spare. But nevertheless, if your trading skill is elite and you've been doing this for a while, who's to say if you see a trade setup that money couldn't profit you from having it, right? So, to each his own. If you're knowledgeable in that area, then so be it. I talk a little bit about trading long-term into ETFs and, long-term dividend stocks, right? So these are things that we want to invest our money into long term, but there's also short term trading. So if you wanted to make the quick flips, there's long-term trading as well. So that's one of the things that you can do with having good credit, right? So it opens up so many doors when you have a good credit profile. So I want to make you guys aware even the more of what you're able to do with your credit score. Not only that, but I want to introduce you to how do you start building credit, right? How do you start building credit? Well, you're going to need the entryway, and the entryway is credit cards, right? There's not any other entryway that's not going to put you in bad debt, right? Because there's collections that could introduce you to credit. Don't let that introduce you to credit, right? Don't let collections or student loans or car payments lead you to learn about credit, right? Because those are all bad forms of debt. We don't want to create those. We want to create good revolving debt that we can recycle and use to not only build our credit score, but to make money from, right? So build up your revolving trade lines, not your installment loans of bad debt, right? And last but not least, I want to talk about our course. I wanted to ask, the group, if you guys are having any questions, problems, anything like that, because we want to be able to give you guys good credit profiles, building up these trade lines and helping you guys get to a successful spot where you're able to acquire these things, right? You're able to do these things and benefit from having a good credit profile. So with that being said, make sure you guys are tapping into the course. If you guys have any questions, we talk in the Telegram chat. I'll post this video as a recording so that some of the people that aren't able to attend these calls can watch later on at a later date. But with that being said, it's your boy, Andre Kennedy. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Make sure you guys are tapping into these Sunday calls because we want to be able to build a group of like-minded individuals. And we want to be on the same page when it comes to the credit game. So we might be able to point one another in a direction that would help benefit and steer away from maybe a bad situation that could have been avoided, right? So with that being said, you guys are now part of the Young CEO organization. You were able, for those of you that were able to purchase the course, congratulations on your stacking process. For those that are still in the process of purchasing, you guys don't want to miss out. The price will go up after the end of this month. So starting November 1st, price will be $49.99. Right now, it's only $29.99. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones. Now, this course you can make money from as well, right? So you will have to create your own affiliate link. You can do that once you've purchased the course. You will be approved for an affiliate link account by creating it. There's a link for that in the course, and there's also a link for that on the main homepage of dazzlu.com. You can create your affiliate link. Once you create your affiliate link, share. Tell your friends, tell your family members. If this course is helping you, post your results, post your benefits, tell other people so that we can continue to build the community. Not only that, but you'll get paid for everyone that buys into the course using your personal referral link. So let's get out there, let's share, let's make people aware of what good credit can do for you, and let's continue to benefit from learning about good credit, and let's keep stacking. With that being said, I'll see you guys Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm out. Peace.